Well. Looks like Grace Thorp isn't done with Keemstar. Looks like she plans on suing Keemstar. This summer, there could be very well a very funny lawsuit involving Grace Thorp and Keemstar. Over what? Over tortious interference with a contract. If that doesn't remind you of another internet lawyer that pretty much made a big stink and got a lot of support with the whole tortious interference with the contract claim, Nick Rekieta is who I'm talking about, then I wouldn't be surprised, right? Because it is kind of reminiscent of that. And kind of why when I hear this, I'm like, wow, this is not going to go anywhere. I already know. I already know where it's going to go. It's going to be a win for Keem and an L for Grace already. But hey, I'm willing to be proven wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Tortious interference with the contract. Okay. What's going on with this? Okay. So a little while ago, as you may recall, Keemstar and Grace had a back and forth and all that. A little falling out with the whole locale live, locale queens and all that stuff. Long story short, there was this event called Fat Camp that Keemstar was running. And Grace and Ben being her dad, decided it was a great idea to go from Rhode Island down to Texas to pretty much crash this event uninvited and go there with the intent to mess with them. I mean, that was the intent. Okay. What happened was they were told no. They were told to leave. They were told to get off the property. They're told you're not welcomed here. Also, what happened was, and we know this, as things happen with their channels. The Kick channel got terminated or suspended for like 1,000 years. That was the joke. Their YouTube channels got demonetized. I think one of them got removed. I think Misunderstood got removed, but the main channel, Thorp TV, was demonetized. And it was a big deal. And anyone who was watching that kind of already knew Keemstar had some sort of involvement there. That was the theory. In fact, Keemstar even had tweets that implied it. But what they have now is they have a leaked audio from Links where Keemstar flat out says that, yeah, he had involvement. That, yes, he did contact a buddy of his about the whole situation, a buddy of his that works at Kick, and got the Kick channel taken down. Now, I mean, maybe you could do something with that if you had an attorney and weren't representing yourself. But Grace and Ben are going to represent themselves. Oh, no. They have an attorney. Their attorney is Grok. Grok is their attorney. Okay? Which is a little bit better than Nick Rekieta, but I don't know by how much. So that's the situation that we're in. That's what's happening here. That's cooking up this summer. We may very well get a lawsuit. All what needs to happen to make it happen is, I guess, your ability, if you want to support Grace. Now, if you're watching this video on this channel, you probably don't want to throw her any money because, one, you probably don't trust it's actually going to go to where it is, and besides, other issues, right? I hear you. Don't worry. She's going to have her Sims. She's going to have those that really support her, no matter what, to fund this. And it may very well get funded. I hope it does, because that funding, even if she files and it just falls flat, because one, she's going to do it herself, so you already know there's going to be a lot of mistakes, and and then when they file, Keemstar is going to have to file as well. He's going to have to respond, okay, and before it even gets to discovery, there's things that need to happen that there's a chance that could even get crushed before that. So, I'm not a lawyer or anything, but I have spent time in court, not in trouble or anything like that. You could do whatever fan fiction you want with that. But it's funny because you have Grace and Ben representing themselves with this. They think they know the way to win on this, as if like they are lawyers, like they think they're very experienced here, like they have an easy W, but they're not really calculating how Keem is going to respond. I don't think they're fully calculating on that. And also, like, the chance of success with this, From what we've noticed on the internet with big internet lawyers, Nick Ricada. If anything, have taught us that Torch's interference with the contract is kind of hard to really show. I guess like you'd have to show damages and all that stuff, and Grace claims that there was damages of like $20,000. I think it was $20,000. She said in the live stream, which is rich. I don't think so. You're gonna have to prove that. Good luck on that. It's just gonna be a good ride though. It's gonna be a fun show to watch. This summer cooking up is a lawsuit with Keemstar and Grace, and I say to Grace, good luck. No matter what happens, it's gonna be great content, and yeah, that's the truth of it. There, I think at the end of it all, not only will you lose the money, but you may have to pay for Keem's lawyer fees. So good luck on that. But hey, shoot your shot. Take your chance. Roll those dice, right? And find out what happens, man. Anyway, with that said, y'all take it easy. And wait. In the comments section, let me know who you think is going to get the W here. Is it go to Grace or is it going to go to Keem? I say it's going to go to Chat. Chat gets the W. Anyway, y'all take it easy and have a good one.